This is a video on how to reattach the S handle back onto the cargo box if it's popped out. You want to make sure you have the S handle, a black wedge that would be inside of the box, a couple of springs, the lock core itself, and then the back plate for the lock core, and then a key to install the core. So first thing you want to do is grab the spring, and on the wedge itself, you're going to see a cutout right there. You want to place it in the cutout and hold it in place. And then on the handle at the top, you'll see that there's a cutout right there also. And just put it in there, drop it in place, and you can press it a couple times to make sure it's settled right. Then you want to just sit that down on the side, let gravity push it down and keep it in place. Next step, you want to get the back plate, drop it on top of the lock core itself like so that it's flush, and then grab the key to the box and to the lock core. Next, you want to put the key in the core itself, and then at that point, what you want to do is make sure all this is together, grab the handle, and this black wedge, you want to depress it ever so lightly, and then you'll want to make sure you're looking at this little wafer right here. Make sure that it's going into the S handle where it's coming out and facing towards the longer piece of the S handle. So like I said, depress the black wedge, and then what you do is just drop this ever so lightly, and it should click and stay in place. So when it's there, you turn the key and it locks on just like so. So next, you want to make sure that that wedge is up above, so it's in the unlock mode. Then we want to grab that last spring, drop it into that hole on the back of the S handle, and then we're going to head over to the box. Let's check it out. At the box, you'll show that there's an opening right there. If you look in the box, there's a little hole on the inside where that little black wedge that we were talking about earlier is going to live. So we'll get the handle, make sure that the spring is at the end of it, and at this point you can remove the key itself, and you want to make sure that this wedge is fully expanded so it can kind of fit properly into the cavity. So what you want to do is depress that wedge, go to the box, and flip it upside down so that the wedge is going to go down into that hole that we spoke about a second ago. Then put it into the cavities ever so slightly at an angle, and what you'll do at that point is kind of finesse the handle in place so that it locks in place. Then at that point you should be able to get the key, turn it, handle pops out,